It is Tuesday, 19th of December 2023. Time is 6:45 p.m. CET. Um, I just finished eating dinner. Um, it's a very easy dinner to make. It's like my thing right now. It's like an Italian, it's an Italian, well, my rendition of Italian BMT from Subway, where it still uses three different meat: shoulder ham, salami, and I don't think it's prosciutto, but some kind of raw ham. And then I use garlic aioli, some vegetables, cheese. It's a good sandwich, easy to make. Before that, my thing was my quick, easy dish that's addictive was a chili oil ramen from Doobie Doobop's recipe from her short using Shin ramen and all that. That was really good. Oh crap. That was really good. But I think it was kind of bad for my health and gave me stomach aches because it's really spicy. Because I always use the whole powder. It's not diluted in ramen soup. It's oil ramen. So, but anyways, that is not what I want to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about was I don't know. I was watching Schlatt's newest video on how he on these AI covers of him singing, and then he makes a song. He does his own. So there was an AI cover of "I Did It My Way" of Schlatt singing, and then Schlatt posted a video of him actually singing that song, like a cover of the AI. I mean, it's not a cover of the AI. It's a cover of Frank Sinatra, but like a response to the AI cover trend. And then that made me think about the current climate of reproducibility of art. And then I thought my initial idea after watching that was, I think we're at an amazing stage of how like destroyed reproducibility, ownership, and the lack of aura of art there is today. To a certain extent, I think it's a really good thing, because art is so glamorized, institutionalized, and so much money is involved, status, prestige, all that. It ruins the community and culturalness. Like, one way I see art is it's a form of communication. It's a way of connecting with one another. And all this prestige has built walls around art for us to truly sort of embrace a communication. Or at least maybe I perceive it that way because of what the current climate of reproducibility is. And it's that when I watched the video, first thing, AI art, the fact that people are able to take people's voice and then use someone else's song and then just post that, probably, and then I think they get DMCA'd or something, so they don't get any money. So the purpose of posting that itself is not for the sake of profit nor prestige. I don't think anyone really remembers who posted it. It's just that there's that song, and there's multiple copies of that song, and multiple people doing different AI versions of different AI voices, AI songs of different AI voices. And then the beauty of it is that in the Schlatt's video, I mean, he titled AI art should stop or whatever, but the whole video is, I wouldn't say it's celebrating AI song. Oh, I guess sort of, but the whole video is more about just having fun of all these AI songs made. And then instead of copywriting or whatever, he makes his own song as to almost cultivate this small culture or trend, I guess. Maybe it's not even a trend, a fad, of this AI art instance no, that's not, well, he adds on to this whole fad. Instead of building walls and all that, and I just thought, you know, it's kind of nice seeing art in that way. I guess there's also that question of if all of that is art. I think it is. It's a creative product, and music is often, you know, perceived as art. And it was just nice, you know. Like there's no power in this relay of art and the culture around it. It's just people having fun. And what I came to say here today was that's how art should be, in my opinion. There shouldn't be all these layers of, I'm a fucking broken record, but of this prestige, these walls, these institutionalization, gatekeeping, all that. Art should be just, you know, shared around. It doesn't matter who made it. It doesn't matter whose, you know, whose personal, I mean, what I want to say is like personal stuff like voices. It shouldn't matter if they use it without permission, because the end result is just for communication, for fun, to share something. And then, yeah, that's why I thought something I should mention. But then I've been thinking, if I want to produce something, should it be like that? And maybe it's just my ego talking, but I do want to have my signature on what I produce. You know? I mean, yeah, it should be shared, but when there's so much work put into something, I want to deserve credit. But maybe that's what's the problem. But then sometimes there is value in aura, I feel. Yeah. I almost always disagree with the presence or aura in celebrities. It's a dumb thing, but then I do probably experience that as well with celebrities that I like. But just, I don't know. It's a hard thing. Ultimately, I feel like there should just be both. There should be art that basically has zero aura and just a fun shared experience, and then art that should be like has a halo and has an aura and all that. Um, and I guess that's the society we live in right now. So, but I definitely see more push towards destroying aura. I mean, even film nowadays, the dawn of Netflix and all these streaming platforms. I feel that a theater was, even though film is reproducible, theater is a whole experience. In that sense, I would say there's something akin to an aura with cinema. But then now, or what I even do, I just go on pirated sites and watch the newest films on my phone, on a small phone. That completely destroys the aura of the film. And sometimes even bad graphics, but I just watch it because I just want to watch it. So even with film, it's going towards lack of aura. And in a sense, another thing, the those this like um, what's the word? Like activist movement by these like two kids who threw like tomato soup on Van Gogh's sunflower or something. And then I mean it's the real Van Gogh, but it was not damaged because it has like a layer of protection around it. I feel that that also ruins the aura. Even if that's the real painting, it's protected. So we can never really see the real thing with our naked eye. Even those things are, you know, kind of being destroyed. I mean, it's important to preserve it, to protect it. But by doing so, it's kind of ruined, you know. And then there's the whole idea that maybe it's not even the real Van Gogh painting. So, who knows? But I went to a museum the other day, modern art. Oh yeah, I want to talk about. There was like a whole section on Wang? Martin Wong. Martin Wong, okay. Um, yeah, Martin Wong. I accidentally the whole exhibition area was like showing his life's artwork from before he started to have his stylistic features and motifs to towards the end with his like last painting on his deathbed. And he died early because of AIDS, and that was also one of the first paintings I saw because I went the wrong way. And then it was like a painting of I forgot the name, but it's like the god of death and destruction from Hindu culture. But the face was of this person who was who did a bank robbery or something, but she was brainwashed by a cult or whatever, and she was a famous person's daughter. I don't really know the full story, and that reference I didn't quite understand, but it was titled "Did I Ever Have a Chance?" I think, because he was a gay person in even though it was California. I don't know the whole history, but he was not really treated well. marginalized, and the whole question is like, did he even have a chance to be saved or to live a life, you know, as the average person, I guess, because he just died and no doctors really cared for him, and that was sad. And then looking back, first I was really confused, like I didn't understand. I'm bad at paying attention reading, so I didn't even know it was the same artist, but I was looking at different paintings, and there was like very different styles as well. But you could kind of recognize some motifs, like those skulls, the 8 ball, bricks are another one, and I guess dicks as well, and rhymes. And then what was really nice was there was this little documentary, no voiceovers. It's just videos of him doing different stuff throughout the day, and sometimes painting. And you see his like messy room and all that. And he seems like a very upbeat guy. Kind of. I mean, I don't. He has long hair, but when I had long hair, it kind of looks like me. I feel like, because I also have the facial hair, very similar to his, I think. And that was the kind of style I was trying to go for in the past. But yeah, anyways. Yeah. And then I went back all the way to the very start of, you know, almost his painting career. But because I went back in time, I felt more. It was more emotionally significant, I feel like. I don't know. It was more impactful, but confusing at first. But yeah, it was cool. Cool experience. Martin Wong. I like his paintings. So yeah, a new artist that I'm interested. I spent so much time in that I didn't have time to go through all the other. I really upset with that. And I went to. I don't even remember the other artists, but this artist is a modern one. She's still alive. There was like an exhibition for her. And she had different short films, but the films were more slideshow photos, or found footage edits. And it was just I didn't get the craze, you know. I didn't feel the same personality I felt from Martin Wong. And also it could be that I watched a film of a documentary on Martin Wong, so I had a better understanding of him compared to um Dina. I need to figure out the name. Dina something. Dina. No. I'm not gonna bother. But basically, um, it just the topics were. I mean, there was one. There were different short films with certain topics. One topic, I thought, okay, interesting. It was a slideshow of, I'm pretty sure all of her friends that died from like, cause they're gay and it was from AIDS or something. And it was like a long slideshow. Yeah, I think the point is that slideshow is not there and done. It's always edited. If someone else dies, you know, it's like, damn. But that was a lot of people. I'm not sure if they're actually all dead or they're just pictures of friends in general. But then, like, also my question is, like, like, is that really all her friends? Who has that many friends that they could really personal connect. I don't know. I always think having a relationship with a few people, not like a small group. I don't like being in a small group, but having different friendships with different people, but in a smaller amount, is better than just knowing a lot of people. I think it's harder to have personal relationships to keep up, you know. That's impossible. So yeah. But if somehow they're all her friends and they all died, that was impactful, I would say. But then the other ones, there was one where it was about the ecstasy of using drugs or something. And then the whole rendition was different. Or, okay, was there two? I think ecstasy of drugs was also in combination with an actress or model who died of heroin addiction, I think. Maybe. And the whole film was like a found footage edits of her and like clips of scenes from different videos, maybe not even films, that represents feeling high, which I don't know if the films really depicted that well, or the scenes really depicted that well, and then was constantly just whistling. Although maybe the highness they're trying to depict is like heroin or something, which I never took, so I wouldn't know. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. When I look back, it was an interesting. It's a weird thing to say, but it was an interesting memory, rather than just the film. I guess that goes more to the experience. The whistling music. It wasn't music. It was background. Just, oh, it is music, but it just sounded like whistle, and different cuts. And then I didn't get to see all of them because I was running out of time. Unfortunately, I should have booked the whole day, because I could have stayed, but I had plans that night, so I had to leave early. And this was like for class, because I finished now, but I was taking avant-garde, so modern art, you know. But and then there was also another one I went and checked, which was about the children's ability to not be what do you call it, shaped by societal norms. And it was like a celebration of that. I mean, yeah, it's just such a cliche thing to represent. And I guess, you know, just because something is cliche doesn't necessarily devalue it. But then it's modern art, you know. You always want to, well, at least my understanding of modern art is you want to push boundaries. It's the contemporary is that avant-garde is the norm. So, and then just a slideshow of kids. I mean, I could kind of tell they're showing how societal norms are wrapping around the kids, like through clothing, through toys, as they grow older. I can kind of see that. But then I don't know if this was intentional, but seeing, because it's like a tent with a bunch of adults and a screen of just shots of just kids, um, I felt really weird. Like when I look at the side and all these adults staring at a slideshow of kids, I don't know, it seems a bit pedophilic. And it was just a bit weird to me. Now, maybe that's just society pushing stuff in my head to perceive the situation like that. If that was intentional by the artist, I mean, yeah, that's fair point. But then it was just, I don't know. Other than that, it just felt a little cliche and weird. And just, the films weren't that, I don't know. And I mean, the other thing was, there was a lot of people, these like small tents, and often I just have to sit in the corner or something. I have to push through people so I can sit down and watch the film. And then, I guess, using a slideshow, putting a slideshow into a fucking big ass exhibition, a museum, like one of the biggest exhibition museums in the country, that is innovative, I feel. But then the slideshows and found footage, I just don't really see. I don't know. I just don't really see. I don't really see it. I mean, I guess it's trying to deconstruct the aura, but then the film setting definitely brought up the aura. So I don't really think it's that. It was like these small tents, fabric tents, on big screen. So yeah, it was mid for me. But yeah, Jesus, it's already 30 minutes. I wasn't even gonna, you know, talk this much. I wasn't even gonna plan to talk about the museum, but now I'm talking. And the unfortunate thing is I couldn't check out most things, but I'm taking a class in contemporary art for my last quarter for my year, very last class. So I think I'll be able to go back to that museum, but then eventually I should. The problem is it's expensive. Like just commuting. Like the school paid for the museum fee, but commuting was more expensive. So just, you know. Yeah. That's it, I guess. At this point, I'm just procrastinating myself. I have to take notes on 3 more lectures, and then I have to study. But I only have like time to study on Thursday and Friday's exam. And I have to write an essay, do that same day as well. I don't know what to do. I was thinking of stand brackage, but the film I chose is not good. I think it's too minimalistic. Not minimalist, but the film is too minimalistic for me to really write 2,000 words. Especially in terms of applying critical theory, which I already don't have much background on critical theory, so I'm basing it off of one text, so we'll see. But then I'll probably have to only write 300 words for critical theory stuff. I don't know. And then I was thinking maybe Andy Warhol, because I'm interested in his philosophy. From what I mean, I don't know that much, but from what I understand, He's both rejecting but accepting capitalism. And that is my stage. I hate LinkedIn to the core. It's the absolute dog shit worst thing ever. But I started using it. I have to use it. I feel like it's just such a convenient thing, even though it's garbage. Instagram is physiologically like a devil, but LinkedIn is on a philosophical level a devil, truly. Like commodifying yourself, how fake everything is. It's absolutely the worst. I hate LinkedIn so much. But, I see the potential. So, I give in. But, of course, my home cover, I'll have some kind of Andy Warhol. Like my face with multiple versions of different colors, the pop art-esque thing. I'm gonna add that, so that's my way of retaliating LinkedIn while using it, I guess. Or it's less of retaliation, but presenting how I feel, because I feel uncomfortable just using LinkedIn as it is. I have to put my, philosophy somewhere that I don't really agree with LinkedIn and how it's an absolute nightmare of a product. I just hate it so much. It's garbage. But I hope LinkedIn will help me get a good career as a biologist. As an artist, hopefully not. But then maybe as an artist as well. Who knows? Okay. That's it. 30 minutes passed. I always talk too much. Bye.